Melissa Gorga says spouse Joe went overboard at child's wrestling match. He says let me be. On January 9th, it was generally detailed Joe Gorga charged the official at his child's wrestling match. As Gino Gorga was stuck to the mat, Joe clearly couldn't deal with the circumstance. Also, chose to truly take out his disappointments. Expectedly, this showcase of disappointment was not a decent search for Joe. What's more, the media immediately locked onto the story. A delegate for Joe answered media inclusion by saying Joe felt the arbitrator's calls were way misguided and Gino's rival was abusing him. From that point forward, an onlooker has come to the genuine housewives of New Jersey stars safeguard. They announced that Gino's adversary pummeled him against the mat 2 times and stuck his tongue out at Joe, which Joe deciphered as a F***CKU. In any case, that is a high schooler, Joe. It was inevitable before Melissa Gorga tended to things. On the January 11th episode of Melissa's digital recording in plain view by means of Podcast One, Joe and Mel tended to the wrestling match. You flipped out, Melissa started, you overcompensated a smidgen. The two conceded that they were only trusting that the news will hit TMZ. Furthermore, it didn't take long. There's dependably a parent getting irritated with a ref, Melissa said. It happens each meet. Valid, yet most guardians have the conventionality to not move toward the ref. Besides, similar to it or not, well-known people are held to a better quality than any other person. Melissa went on, one thing I take from this everything is the manner by which Gino dealt with the circumstance. We hold our children to an exceptionally exclusive expectation with regards to how they treat different children and how they act in their sportsmanship. You lost your cool, Joe, however Gino didn't. Joe further guaranteed the story was a getting turned. Individuals say I charged the mat. There's a ref out there being paid in the event that you miss 5 calls, I mean, come on. The two further safeguarded Joe's activities by repeating that Joe had not pursued the youngster, simply the ref. Mel likewise said everybody was getting somewhat irritated by the arbitrator's calls or deficiency in that department. All things considered, Joe hammered Gino's adversary for standing out his tongue and taking part in unsportsmanlike lead. Melissa attempted to divert the discussion back to the ref and Joe said, he's the one that caused the issue for his reluctance to tune in. At last, Joe was cheerful about the occasion since it brought about a holding second among him and Gino. After Joe needed to leave, Gino called him and the two had a quiet conversation wherein the child guaranteed his dad that all was well. Mel and Joe additionally asserted that the mentor of the contrary group moved toward Gino and apologized to him. The two will get back to the genuine housewives of New Jersey for season 14. Debuting on Bravo not long from now.